Yeah, baby. We live right here on the mountaintop. Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. I'm Tavon Fidel. Hashtag Red T, the People's Hype Man is where you can find me at all over social media. At WFT Rev on Twitter. Tavon Fidel Senior on Facebook. Red T Sports Survival on Facebook. Hey, just put in hashtag Red T, and I know that you marching with me. We live right here in Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. I'm so glad to be here with y'all on Saturday morning. Listen here, this how we gonna do this. Every Saturday at 10 o'clock, well, you know black people time, because it's 10:13 now, whatever the hell. But y'all know what the business is. We gonna go live. And guess what? Guess what the Rev got for y'all? Because this show just ain't for me to show my pretty face, right? It's just about for y'all to hear the amazing grace when it comes to some things, when it comes to Washington sports in general, or anything else we want to talk about. And guess what? I want to hear from you. So you can join me. You can click on that link there. Tune in. You can video chat with me right here. Rev T Sports Survival. I want to hear your opinion about some things. We got a good show for the people today. We're going to go over this Washington football team win over the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving, right? We're going to talk about Alex Smith. We're going to talk about Antonio Gibson. We're going to talk about that Washington defense. Then we're going to flip over to the NBA and we're going to talk about the big talk in the town. Y'all already know the business. We just going to talk about it. Yeah. The Wizards traded John Wall to the Houston Rockets for Russell Westbrook. We're going to talk about it, and I want to hear y'all thoughts on that, right? Okay? And then what else we going to get into? My man, Rudy Reyes, he going to join us some point at the time in the show, and we're going to talk about this Washington football team that's versus the Pittsburgh Steelers matchup that's finally happening. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. So I want y'all to lace your boots up, strap them up real tight, because we're going to do this thing, and we're going to make it move like dynamite, because I'm here with y'all live right here in the Red T Sports Survival on a Saturday morning. This how we going to do it. 10 a.m. They got to let them in, Slim. You know what I'm talking about? I'm so glad to be with the people. Y'all throw some hearts up, some likes. You like what we doing here, right here, Red T Sports Survival. You got something you want to put out there on display, feel more than welcome, man. Just voice your opinion and let your opinion be heard. That's solid. I'm cool with that. Good. So let's go. I'm hoping my man Paulie, he hopefully he'll tune in and join us soon here. We live. I want y'all to tune in with my Facebook people at. My Facebook people, go share the post. Go share the post with the people. Let them know. We're going to take a moment right now and share the post. Share the post sign. Everybody go share the post. We live right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, Red T Sports Survival, for the people, by the people. This show ain't nothing but for the people. Then let your voice, I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to let you speak how you feel. I'm going to let you put it all on the table. I mean, don't get wild and courageous with yourself, but, you know, we're going to talk about it, right? 703-496-4545 is the number if you want to chime in. And then y'all see the link up on the screen. You can kind of cut and paste that, tune in. I'll throw you up on the screen. But let's get to some things that I want to talk about here, right? Okay, let's go. Oh, I got them lined up. Oh, this is what I really wanted to talk about with y'all too. The NBA say they're going to let the players smoke the reefers. We're going to talk about that too. Yeah, the reefer. They say they're going to let them smoke. And they ain't going to mess with them for smoking the reefers. Not unless somebody on the team or the coaching staff think, you know, they getting a little bit out of control. Meaning, you know, walking up in the practice facility after you done smoked out and then think you're going to do 2 hours of practice. You know, the coach might lean on them. So That don't necessarily mean they out the gate, but we're going to talk about that though. But what I want to get to real quick, if I can, what I want to put out there off the gate is, do you trust Coach Rivera's direction with what the team is? Do you trust Coach Rivera? Do you trust what the coach is putting out there right now? Do you believe that Coach Rivera is leading this team in the right direction? I I had put out there that play that Antonio Gibson had made protecting Alex Smith when he threw that touchdown to Logan Smith. His pass pro, you don't know what pass pro means, that's his pass blocking has improved tremendously. And when you have a running back that can pick up the blitz and get a quarterback extra second or two to get that ball off, that's a blessing. And that allows you to do other things with your offense, especially when you don't really have a true fullback within the offense. So at the end of the day, I think Antonio Gibson, it's an upstart for him. I really think that Antonio Gibson has what it takes to be the future running back for the Washington football team. But now, like other rookie running backs that came in the past, he has to make sure that when he's off the field that he keeps himself humble. Because let's not fool ourselves. It's not so much what they do on the field, but it's what they do off the field. And you know, on the Sports Survival, we keep it real. Yeah, that's nice. He got a new grill. I got one too. But at the end of the day, though, man, we not worried about how your teeth look, brother. We worried about how many yards you go out there in game when you get that football in your hand. We worried about how many touchdowns you go out there and you put up on that scoreboard when you get that ball in your hand. Your teeth look nice. But what look even nicer is touchdowns. What look even nicer is long yardage runs. So you know, that's not being harsh, but that's just being reality. Right? We sitting in live Rev T Sports Survival. I'm Tavon Fidel Sr. You can go find me on Twitter, Tavon. People by the people, I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old, you got to let your soul be filled up with all that burgundy gold. Oh, Brian, he say he can't hear me? Okay, hold on. You say you can't hear me. No, that's you, Chank. I just tested that. It's you. It's you, brother. Because other people hear me too. Kyrie Wright heard me. He said it's going to be a tough matchup. And you stick around, Kyrie. I got brother Rudy Reyes, right? He going to come break it down, talk some things about Pittsburgh, this Washington football team match up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I really think, if you really want my opinion, I really think that this Washington football team can beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. But we'll talk about that later on in the show. I want to get some of these things off my chest. I know who you is, Kyrie. Saw you all day long. Slim, tell him my name, Slim. Tell him my name out there in them streets down there in Raleigh. Yeah. Right? The other question I want to ask you before we start moving along to other things is, do you believe the Washington football team can win the division? I'm saying this as a fan, right? But I'm also saying this as a person that loves sports. Yes and no. The only team that can stop the Washington football team from winning the division is themselves. If they go out and they start stinking up the joint. You know, when I put my hype video out for the week, and when I was on T980 on the Brian Mitchell show on the call-in segment, I appreciate them to allow me to speak my voice. They for many years on Team 980 on the B Mitch show. I said it's about seize the moment. The Washington football team got to go out there and seize the moment on the offense. They got to go out there and seize the moment on the defense. They got to go out there and seize the moment on the special teams. And if they could go out there and seize the moment, game by game, play by play, then they should have success winning this division. But if we've seen in the past, when you have this team in this type of situation where they come off a win, they get into the division lead, they then took 2 steps forward, and then come the next game, they take 2 steps back. And you find yourself in the situation, so at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, game by game, seize the moment, and everything else should come for this team. I really do believe that they can make a thing. Kyrie say, and he is still a fan, he say it's going to be a tough matchup. Show you, baby, all day. Show you. I would say the whole thing, but you know we going here. Let's get some of this. He say Brian Langford from the Brian Ain't Lying Show, he say with Daniel Jones out of the Giants lineup, yes, Washington has a chance to win the division. Let's get this up. Colt McCoy ain't leading the Giants nowhere. Well, you never know. They got to be aggressive from the jump. That's really good, Jason. They got to be aggressive from the jump, especially on the defensive side, right? And Brian Langford, you made a good point. Beating Cincy after Burrow was out, beating Dallas with Dak out. Big Ben ain't neither one of them. And that's not to discredit the future that Burrow had. That's not to discredit any of the success that Dak Prescott has. And we wish both of them well in their recovery. This video of Dak Prescott was out there walking around, fooling around with Ezekiel Elliott, started limping on the crutch and then started walking. So he's recovering fine. But at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, Jason, you said it on the nose. They got to be aggressive from the jump, which leads me to this, right? Where's this next question I got for you all? Rivera, division, the O-line. I asked something out here. The defense. Do you think the defense could be better? Because right now, for the most part, the defense, they pretty much in the top 10 and everything when it comes to stopping the run. I think they like 4th. When it comes to stopping the pass, I think they like 7th. When it comes to stopping teams in the red zone, I think they're 1st. So yes, this defense has an upside. And you also have Everett coming back into their lineup. But can I say this? As harsh as we've been on Troy Aikman, guess what? That Bama been playing good football in that new position versus the position that he normally played. But I still put Everett back in the game, though, and let Troy Aikman just fit in within the nickel scheme. Right? Darby playing good football. Let me say this about their play with Darby. It was like 30 seconds left in the game, second quarter before the halftime, and they tried to go to Cooper D. Darby had got the pass interference call. That was a smart play by Darby. Anybody that says that's a bonehead play by Darby, you don't understand the game of football. With your team having the momentum and you have this wide receiver kind of beating you, but not beating you, but he just kind of beat you on that play. And if you didn't stop him, then guess what? The Cowboys would have had 7 points. right? But because he did cause that pass interference play, the Cowboys end up kicking the field goal. So I'll ask you the question: 7 or 3 points? I'll take the 3 and I'll take nothing any day. In that case, the 3. Right? Good. So look, what we going to do, I want to flip the script on y'all real quick. And I know y'all know it's the talk of the town, right? Here we go right here. Wizards trade John Wall to the Houston Rockets. Hold on, let me put it up so y'all can have a little visual or whatever. Yeah, I'm working with this thing. Here we go. It came out on the Twitter feed there, right? The Houston Rockets have acquired John Wall and a future first-round pick for Washington in exchange for Russell Westbrook, right? I mean, what can you say? Some of y'all want to be heard about it. Some of y'all want to complain about it. Some of y'all don't like it. Some of y'all don't like it. I mean, but what can I say to you all is, y'all should have been listening to the Red T Sports Survivor, because I've told y'all on numerous occasions, over and over again, ever since John Wall went down with his injury, that the offense ran better through Bradley Beal than it did with John Wall at times. And that was the first season that he was out. I said it even more last year, even when I was doing sporadic. So it's around the episode 430, 431 somewhere. I listened to it the other night, that they were going to trade John Wall and let this team run through Bradley Beal. But now here you bring Russell Westbrook in, another person who likes to have the green light holding the ball. What does that do for Bradley Beal? It allows Bradley Beal to play basketball. It allows Bradley Beal to go out there and play his game, and Westbrook will take care of his game. And between the two of them, I believe that they incorporate a good flow within the offense, within the defense together. If you just give them time to gel. I believe that all these pieces that Scott Brooks and Shepard have picked up along the way, I believe that you're going to see a jail. And here's the difference, because you know, if I'm going to talk the talk, I'm going to make sure I walk. Did I bring the stats? Did I put the stats up? Did I save them? No, I didn't add them in. Oh, but hold on, give me a minute, and I'll make sure I give it up. Y'all go call in if you want. 703-496-4545 is the number. If you want to chime in, talk with me this morning, express your feeling, or you can go ahead and click on the link, or you can copy it, cut and paste it, and you can tune in with me this morning here in video chat. Put your pretty face up on the screen and talk some sports with me this morning, right here on the Rev T Sports Survival. People want to say, well, Rev, when you going to be doing your show again? Well, Saturday, 10 a.m., I'm going to be on the air every Saturday. This we doing. Now, I always say I'm going to do a Saturday show. I'm going to do a Saturday show. 10 a.m. Saturday mornings, live. We going to be on here, right here, Rev T Sports Survival, doing some things for the people, by the people, all day, every day. So glad to be here with y'all this morning, right here on the Sports Survival, doing what I do best, talking sports with the people, right? Whether it be morning, noon, day, or night, just tune into the Sports Survival and get your mind right. There's a link up if you want to join in with me here, right here, live this morning. But this thing here, I'm trying to get this stats up so you all can see the comparison of how they have John Wall, and between John Wall and Westbrook. And I believe this: Westbrook has more playoff experience than John Wall. We all can agree on that, correct? We all can agree that Westbrook has more playoff experience than John Wall. Being that said, I believe that John Wall can go out. I mean, Russell Westbrook can go out there and take this team to another level. I mean, let's be honest. With John Wall and Bradley Beal, you could say, okay, a possible playoff team fighting for what? The 8th or 7th spot? But now, no. Where you think the Wizards are ranked now in the playoff race? I'm anticipating big matches between the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards. I believe that's where the division going to come down to right now in the East. I believe Westbrook is going to help take this team to a whole different level. And so at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, it's a big upside for this Washington Wizards team. And I believe that, okay, I did have them in here. And I believe that at the end of the day, did I get them up on the screen? Good. At the end of the day, I believe that this Washington Wizards team, no disrespect to John Wall, they got better. There we go. Oh, I had them the whole time. There we go. They got better. They got better, you all. They went from contending in the 7th or 8th spot. From now, they in the top 4 contending. All day long, every day, right? That's John Wall, right? He averaged what? 19 points a game. Field goal percentage, 43.3. Rebounds, 4.3, 9.2. Right? I mean, that's what the stats say, right? Now let's go to Westbrook, right? Look at that. 23.2 points a game. 43.7 field goal percentage. 7.1 rebounds, right? 8.3 assists. So to say that we didn't get an upgrade for John Wall, we did. I would think so. I want to hear from you all this morning. Let's see what some of these comments say. Jason Hester say he likes he liked Westbrook. Okay. Let me take that banner down. He said he liked Westbrook. Let me read some more of the comments. Man, good morning to you, Dion Bracey. We see you. Good morning. Big brother Thomas Kearney, good morning to you. Shaka Fennell said the truth. Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, Wall did, he said, Wall did a lot for the community, but it was time for him to move on. And it was a problem between Wall and Bill. Right? And then what he say, let's beat Pittsburgh this weekend, watch the football team. I appreciate you so much, man. And right. And we went to a 6 or 5 seed team. Exactly. So at the end of the day, let's not be blind to, John Wall. Yeah, John Wall, he did do a lot for this city. But can I hip you all to something? Can I put a reality out there to everyone? Right? Can I put a reality to everybody out there this morning? When you do charity, it is a tax write-off. You can give, you can support, you can collect all you want, but it's a tax write-off. And in a lot of these players, a lot of these stars, a lot of these people that have a lot of money in their pockets, The way they save some of this money when it comes to tax times is, I have a charity. Right? I have a charity. So at the end of the day, you know, and Westbrook, he do things for the community. I mean, they do it all over. We appreciate it. Thank you. People not grateful, no. No one saying John Wall was a bad player. And this thing about, they got mad at him because he was 30 years old, throwing up some gang sign. Man, stop it. That's just chatter, man. Because you got football players that do all stuff like this when they in the end zone and do all like this, and y'all don't know what the hell that stuff saying. You got Washington football fans that run around here doing some crazy whatever like this or whatever. Okay? That don't necessarily mean that man in the game. And a lot of times, these people, you know, see, let's stop acting like where these players come from. Let's stop acting like, especially in basketball and a good 65, 70% of football players, let's stop acting like that these Negroes don't come from the hood. Okay? Let's not act like before they went to that Division I school and bust their ass for 2 years maybe in basketball or a year, or bust their ass in football for 3-4 years before they decide to go to that. Don't act like that they ain't come from humble beginnings. Lights off at home. We don't know where the next food, the meal gonna come from at home. Electric off at home. Gas off at home. Mama trying to raise whole family. Grandmama trying to raise whole family. Right? Let's stop acting like these players don't so forth. So when you tell me that jive, the Wizards didn't like John Wall because he was throwing up gang signs in the picture, man, get out of here with that mess. Don't nobody say nothing when you got people that sit and lick their tongue out, all erratic and all sexual with their people. Leave John Wall alone. And I wish John Wall all the success in the world in Houston. And like he said in his remarks that he left on Instagram, he didn't say goodbye to DC. He said thank you. And guess what, John Wall? We thank you too for what you did in your 10-year time here with the Washington Wizards. Okay? And you move on. We live right here, Rev T Sports Revival. I'm so glad to be here with the people. Yeah, I mean, hey, Thomas, I understand that, man. Slim, listen here. I patted my feet down in Raleigh. Trust me, on many levels. Kyrie Wright, you still in here, bro? Did you see that man just say, show you? Let me show you something, Chan. I patted my feet down in Raleigh. Show you, baby. Brown Birch. Okay. I was a legend, the doughboy. Okay. So I know about John Wall down there in Raleigh, just like I know about Stackhouse. I can tell y'all stories for days. And you right, Cam. Thank you for putting DC basketball on the map. And John Wall carried this team on his back for many years. So, no, I'm not here to bash John Wall because I said the Wizards have improved their playoff chances. They went from being a 8th and a 7th spot contender to be in that top 5 contender. In other words, and let's be honest, they went from a team that You don't know if they're going to make the playoffs till with Russell Westbrook, you know they're going to make the playoffs. Now, how far they go in the playoffs, well, we got to see how that's to be determined. But for right now, I'm putting my word on this. The Washington Wizards, when it comes to playoff time, they will be no worse than the 5th seed. Want me to go further on with my words? I don't care about what Milwaukee doing or whatever. Right. And listen here. I talked about Alex Smith, and I was waiting for you, Tom Casey, because I knew you was going to come in here running your mouth. And I got something to say about Alex Smith once I finish up with this Wizards talk here. Right? At the end of the day, what I say, the Washington Wizards, they will be no worse than the 5th spot in the playoffs when it comes to playoff time. Right? And if they are high seed, they will be either number 1 or they will be number 2, preferably behind the Brooklyn Nets. Right? Hold me to that. And if you really want to ask me what the conference finals will come down to, the Washington Wizards and the Brooklyn Nets. Put my mouth on that. I said it. Rev T Sports Survival. What episode is this? I think this 448. Put my word on that, right? We live right here, Rev T Sports Survival. I tell it to the young. I tell it to the old. You got to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk right here. Man, good morning to you, big brother Tom Casey. I see. He said, Rev, I'll take that apology in writing for my boy Alex Smith. Cam say, I hope Washington goes to the finals. They will. I believe they can go to the finals with this team. Hold on. Brian Langford say, from Brian A. Line Show, he say, the Wizards ain't making no conference finals. I believe they will. We sitting there live, Rev T Sports Survival. I want to hear from y'all. Y'all can chime in, call in if you want. 703. I was about to say the old number. 703-496-4545. And since I got Tom Casey in here, hold on. Where is it at? I'll put it up. Did I put it up? Did I add it? I was talking about that boy Alex Smith. But anyway, though, okay. Right? I'm going to switch it up. Tom Casey, here you go, Chang. You asked for it, I'm going to give it to you. Rev, what do you want to talk about? I'm going to talk about it, right? Oh, well, let me backtrack real quick. The NBA said the players, they can smoke the reefers this season. And the Players Basketball Association, Players Association, whatever they want to call it, NBAP or whatever, they saying this is basically how they trying to get things in the future, that the players can smoke the reefers all they want in the NBA. As long as the coach or someone on the staff don't think they overdoing it. Preferably coming to practice smelling like the reefers, and then you're going to practice for 2 hours. They ain't going to have that. Then they'll tell you to go get pissed, but it really don't make a difference because they can't piss them anyway. So the players in the NBA, they gonna smoke good reefers this season. They gonna smoke reefers. Hell, I might smoke some reefers with them on one damn the hell. I just saying, right? But let's go. Let me go to this comment. Atlanta, he said the second round at best in exit. Nah, bro. And then he said Atlanta will finish higher than the Wizards. No, Tank. No, you hold your word to that. And I'm going to hold my word to mine, and then everything together, and then we'll be fine, right? We live. If y'all like we doing here, Red T Sports Survival, if you on Twitter, go ahead and reshare the post with the people. Let them know what I'm doing here, right here. My time, they say, Red, when you coming back on again? Saturdays, 10 a.m., I'm coming live for the people. We gonna talk everything that's going on in sports. I wanted to talk about my two uncles that had a fight last weekend, my Uncle Mike and my Uncle Roy. But you know, them Bammers, they healed and they just go back to drinking their 40 and drinking their fine liquor and smoking their weeds and stuff and everything. But that looked like Grady and Fred Sanford in the fight. Did I say that? I think brother Rudy Reyes trying to tap in with us. We got him on here to talk some Pittsburgh Steelers with us momentarily. But let me go answer this for this Bama real quick, Tom Casey. And y'all throw some hearts up for Tom Casey because he introduced me to this lovely platform. And every week, y'all know I keep adding more stuff and stuff to it because I'm getting more comfortable with this software and starting to learn some things on the back end. But while I got this here, and let me throw that Bama picture up so you know who I'm talking about. So you can't say, oh, he died. No, I'm not, Tom Case. Hold on, here you go. Where that Bama picture at? Alex Smith. Alex Smith, my hat's off to him for the way he's been playing compared to when he was thrown into the games with the Wolves. You can tell his veteran presence has allowed these younger players on the Washington football team to feel more comfortable and excel within their respective positions. Now, would I say would you see Antonio Gibson flourish like this, or Terry McLaurin having a good season, or these other receivers making names for themselves? If Alex Smith wasn't the quarterback, maybe one or two of them, but not all of them. So I could commend Alex Smith for his comeback. I don't want to keep rehashing the comeback story. And I commend Alex Smith for the way he's been running this offense. Despite the interceptions that he thrown, that against a better football team, it could have easily went south with those picks. Being that said, do I think that Alex Smith is the quarterback of the future for the Washington football team? No. But I do feel that Alex Smith is a safety net right now while they decide on what they're going to do about the quarterback position for the future. Whether it be they believe in Dwayne Haskins, or whether they go out in the draft and they try to pick up a quarterback with some upside that will allow them to do the things that they want to do, or are they banking on Cal Allen to come back and to be the quarterback for the future for this Washington football team? Right? So at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, that's what I believe about Alex Smith. And again, I commend him for his success. I commend him for the way he's been controlling the offense. They've been moving the football, but also I'm not going to be blindsided to the interceptions and some of the bonehead plays. And listen here, I'll give him a fair slate on that because it's cobwebs. He's shaking off cobwebs, right? So let's go here. But before I get out of here, I was hoping Rudy Reyes was going to join us this morning. Tom Casey say first place with Alex Smith. Well, not with just Alex Smith alone, Tom Casey. I believe with the Washington football team, they could maintain first place. If you wasn't in the show earlier when I was talking about the Washington football team, but I was saying the only thing that could hurt them right now is them themselves. And that's them by not seizing the moment, not taking advantage of the situation and being able to go out there and to make plays when it comes to the offense, when it comes to the defense, when even it comes to the special teams, right? Dustin Hopkins, he stays on my mind constantly. And if you agree with me, I want y'all to throw some hearts or some likes up. When Dustin Hopkins kicks the football, I get nervous. When Dustin Hopkins kicks the football, when it's an extra point, I get nervous. When it's a 3 points, I get nervous. And can I say this? This game that we got coming up Monday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers, it might come down to the field goal kicker. And that's being said, my words for saying that is that if the Washington, oh, we got a call here. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, man.
This Paulie on the line. This Paulie on the line.
Oh, yeah, it's Paulie, man.
Man, good morning to you, Chang.
Appreciate that, man. I apologize for getting up a little late. I was on that 5-hour interview.
Oh, you put the apple juice in it and you want to go to sleep. You gotta drink the apple juice with Hennessy or the Hennessy with a little coffee, and you be all right. Get you going, get your mind right. That's Big Paulie, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go give him a follow over there on Twitter at Greed GREED 34. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's it, brother. That's it.
Yeah, y'all go chop it up. Talk all DC sports with him. He gonna be on the show with us more. But Paulie, we was getting ready to wrap things up here. But since you on the line, we can go a few minutes because I know you got some things to you might want to get off your chest. And just some of the topics we was talking about this morning, and we kind of closing out with is what does the Washington football team need to beat the undefeated Steelers right now? Because when we saw the Steelers play the Baltimore Ravens, even the coaches, even Big Ben said that wasn't the normal Raven team that they played in the past. That was compared more so like the JV Ravens. And Ben Roethlisberger even admit that their offense was out of sync. And by the Pittsburgh Steelers having a short week, by things going on in NFL with this COVID-19 cases popping up all over the league, and they had 2 days where they shut down facilities in the NFL to kind of slow the spread of this down, and them playing the Ravens on what was that, Wednesday night football?
Yeah, Wednesday. Man, what they need to do, man, is kind of simple. They need to attack the field. They need to attack the field. I've been saying this formula from the beginning of the season. And really on 2 games, we actually attacked it. And that was the second half of the first game against Philly, and this past week, so actually both the Dallas games. So 3 times. They need to attack Pittsburgh on offense, and they need to push the ball downfield. You know, actually, they need to set
And they fast. They fast too. Yeah, but you know what scares me though, Paul? Paul, you know what scares me about this game is that we might mess around and Dustin Hopkins might either win this game or lose this game for us. Sugarfoot, I call him Sugarfoot Hopkins. Oh, Sugarfoot could either win this game or lose this game with us. Being that said, I'm putting out, I say 24-17 Washington. Defense got to come up big on the last score drive by the Pittsburgh Steelers to wrap it up. But that's what I'm banking on. 24-17. We either going to win the game off of Sugarfoot Hopkins, either missing one or hitting one, or we going to lose the game off of the defense that gave up something to Big Ben in the last minutes in the final quarter. 24-17. You drop yours out so we can get out of here.
I got 31-28, the whole team.
So you saying 31-28?
31-28, the whole team.
So you going over 47?
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna go 31-28, the whole team.
He going over. I'm going 47 under for you bettors out there. And if you win, you always can make a donation to the Rev T Sports Revival so we can go out there and do some things for these kids out here, man, in the DMV and the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Hey, Big Paulie. Yeah, it is, man. Christmas time. Listen here, man. I was listening to WPFW and they were singing Santa Claus come straight to the ghetto. Santa Claus, something, 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 something. Santa Claus come straight to the ghetto. You know what I'm about? That's how you know it's Christmas time. Oh, and then that damn Mariah Carey song. Yo, if I hear that song one more damn time, all I want for Christmas is them to stop playing that damn song. Stop it or I'm going to become the Black Grinch. The Black Grinch.
Hey, man, I feel you, man. This song is all for the kids, man. You know what I mean? So, that's how I look at it, man. It's for the kids, man.
Make sure y'all go put money in that red bucket. Go put some money in them red buckets. $1, $2. Don't be putting no damn 50 cents in there. Give. Hey, man. Hey, Paulie. Look, man, we live, right? And I know you got a whole lot to say, and I be wrong before I get out of here. Not to let you express yourself about this trade with the Washington Wizards and John Wall. Go ahead and put it out there real quick before we get out. Your thoughts on this? Is this let me just fill you in where I'm at on this. I said I respect John Wall. I'm grateful. No bad talk about this man and what he's done for this city. He put it on his back and he carried it when there's nowhere else by us to carry this team. Okay, so we thank him for what he did in the community, all that. But with John Wall, and Bradley Beal, this team, when it came to the playoffs, I see them fighting for the 8 for 7 spot. With the trade with Russell Westbrook, I see this Washington Wizards team being no worse than a number 5 spot. And when it comes to the playoffs, high between no lower than the 2nd spot, 1 or 2. And I'm banking to see the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards in the Eastern Conference Finals. Your thoughts?
Man, you forecasted something good there. But hey, you know what? I like the trade. When they was talking, when they had the rumors of the trade, I was all for it, man. Sometimes it's time to move on. And I definitely think it was time for both of them. Not even both of them, but Star Wall, man. I mean, it just got to a point where, I mean, he needed new air, man. It wasn't gonna work out here because he's gonna come back and he'll never live up to the expectations of their contract. They need somebody that's gonna come in day one and next week with Bradley Beal and these teams. John Wall still got to work his way back. He just be out of work for any job for a year and a half, and then come back and hit the ground running. It's gonna be a transition period for John Wall. I don't know how long it might be, 2 months, 3 months, or whatever it is, but the fact that if he would have to go through that here, up here in DC, then he'll be scrutinized even more. And so I think it's a good deal for both.
And Paulie, correct me if I'm wrong, but James Harden is still with Houston, right?
Oh yeah, Harden's still there.
So that John should be fine.
He's not gonna go to Houston and be an alpha like he was or like he wants to be.
He should be fine. He should be fine. I think he'll be fine, man. And again, thank you, John Wall, for all that you did for the people here in the DMV. We sitting here live, Rev Chief Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fennell, Sr., 703-496-4545. I think Rudy Reyes might be trying to tap in if y'all want to hold on for a few minutes.
I'm going to cut you off real quick, man. But, I know you want to give him a shout out and all that, but that's the mark of a loser, man. And I hear that with John Wall. I hear that coming out of, playing on the football team and the owner. He did good things in the community. He did. Look, man, this is about winning and losing. You know what I mean? Did the team win? Did the team lose? They did more losing than they did winning. I mean, they got to a certain point where, he didn't want to evolve his game. Even when he was healthy, you know what I mean? He wanted to be the man. And it was understandable, but at some point you gotta want to win too. I always take it back to the LeBron and Dwayne Wade. When them two went to the Heat, it took them a while. Almost 3/4 of the season before Wade just gave up the mantle of the fact that I want to win. So in order to me, if I got to step my game back a little bit, to this guy is emerging, that's admitting he's the best talent in the league, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't think John Wall never wanted to do that. Even when he's coming back from his injury, he still try to force his will on the team. Like I said, like I always say, I'm not a Wizards fan, so I'm on the outside looking in. I mean, he wasn't a flop as a number 1 pick. He wasn't a bust. He was a good player, but the league didn't feel the impact of John Wall. The Wizards did because they were so bad, but the league didn't. And the league felt the impact of Russell Westbrook. He's going to command that throughout his players on that team. So, like I said, I think it's, even if it's for the next 2 or 3 years, I think it's a good trade for the Wizards. And don't be surprised they go out here and they make another move. So they could do that, man. Then I'm like what you're saying, that no less than 5. The East's not that strong, a little bit top heavy. You know what I mean? But you had enough playing here. It is. You know what I mean? You're right. You might see something Eastern Conference Finals this year. And that's all I'm saying. Like I said, I'm not films. I mean, he was a good player. He was an okay player, but you know, he didn't, the league didn't feel his impact as a player. You know, the club might have. The club around the 30 cities might have, but he, you know, I don't think the league was ever moved by John Wall.
Man, that's Big Paulie, man. That's Big Paulie at Greed34 on Twitter. Y'all be hearing Big Paulie on the Team 980 or frequently calling into his station, expressing his feeling. Y'all gonna be hearing more of him here on the Sports Revival. So glad to have him. Well, Big Paulie, it's Saturday morning, man, and I'm going back to having my coffee and drinking my herbal teas. And I'm so glad that the people tuned in to this morning. Y'all make sure y'all go share the post. Even if you're watching the replay, please put your comments in because I'll be glad to show them and express them on the next call. And you can even call in at 703-496-4545 and leave your message, and we will play it on the next show. I'm Tavon Fennell Sr. Hashtag RevT is where you can find me at. All over social media at WFT Rev on Twitter. That's Paulie on the line. Big brother Paulie, what you got to say to the people, man, before we get out of here on a Saturday, bro?
Hey, man, march with it.
Man, that sound good with me. Hey, y'all. Hey, man, that's Big Paulie. I'm Rev T. Hey, love somebody, man. Love somebody. Go put some money in them red buckets, man. Put some money in them red buckets. Believe.